Oh, hello there. You just caught me studying my geography book. You know, geography's there, nobody cares. Hi, I'm a geography teacher from somewhere in the world. Do you have problems with geography or history for that matter? Well, you can go to these several websites. CNN, Time for Kids, MapQuest. I've never even heard of those. From like the 1980s. Nobody cares. Do you have questions or comments about what history is? I don't think you do. But in case you do, I'm here to help you. I'm Geography Man. Not as awesome as Bill Nye the Science Guy, although he can be sometimes annoying. But I do have some pretty sweet looking deck cards with Benjamin Franklin on it. That means I'm legit. And I don't even know what grade this is. Let's jump right in. So, our first lesson today is about the world. The world is flat. You can tell because, well, it's flat. Gosh, crazy. Now you might think, well, where's your PhD matter? You know what, let's just forget about that. So, now let's just say you want to find the happiest place on earth. Disneyland. As you can see, I have an example right here. Now, you can't just go like, oh my lord, I want to go to the happiest place on earth. No, you can't really do that unless, of course, you know, you get one of these cool little cards and it tells you exactly where the website is. But let's just imagine you don't have that. Where on earth is Disneyland? Well, any good, sane human would know that it's in the United States. I mean, several people do care, but I don't. Continuing on with our lesson. Let's just pretend you're going to... what does that say? Just say you're going to Liechtenstein, which if you cannot see it, here it is. But anyway, let's just say you're going to Liechtenstein and you want to learn the language. Well, I'm not here to do that. You can go to Spanish class or whatever they speak. Yeah. Fine. I'm just kidding. Go to a different teacher if you want to learn a different language, but I'm just here to educate you on where to go and what to do there. Let's just keep talking about this. Let's just say you want to go to Liechtenstein, and you have no idea where the heck it is. Well, you could get one of these handy books, but I'm going to show you how to do it differently. Where's my phone? Well, I don't seem to have my phone, but, of course, you know, does anyone these days? Oh, man, these crazy people. Now, skipping a few pages, why culture and society matter? I don't know. I am not cut out for this job. Man, they said job description, and they said telling people where to go. I was like, I can do that. There's a bathroom. Where do I need to go? Over there. What should I be doing? Getting out of my class. Because you're all annoying. Gosh. But let's continue with our lesson. The land and early people. Early people? Really? Does anyone really want to know? And that is actually a very poor shield. Anyway, you could go to a regular class. You could learn all about lands and regions, which you will never need to know about in real life. I mean, you could learn about moving west. Who did that? I mean, does anyone even know who moved west? You could learn about Thuringia. And, wow. Is it just you, or is it just me, who notices that always Indians have receding hairlines? That's just... get better hygiene, bro. Or, you know, cologne at least. What am I saying? I'm a geography teacher. I don't know anything about hygiene. I mean, you could learn about checks and balances, but of course that's only for later, and your dad will tell you that. We could learn about civil war, or people building a fort out of... How do they do that? It's like one at a time. That, my friends, is the future Bill Gates. Anyway, you're not my friends, you're my students. You can learn how to use a climatograph, even though I'm sure you'll never ever need one, because by the time you're done with this video, you'll just look it up online. And you'll just say, whoa, What's the climate? What's the average monthly temperature of Nebraska? Well, you could read this graph, and it could show you. Or you could totally give up on life and just go ask, Siri, what is the average monthly temperature of Nebraska? And she'll proudly answer, I found 15 toilets in your area. You can learn about the United States enters the World War I in 1917. Huh. You'll never need to know that in future history. And the stock market crashes, that's only if you'll become someone like from the movie The Wolf on Wall Street, unless, no one wants to be that guy. You can learn how Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and then you can go to Japan and learn about how the Pearl Harbor attacked Japan. You can learn about the Civil Rights Act when it was passed in 1964 by John Martin Luther King Jr. You can learn about the American combat forces arrived in South Vietnam. Or you could just ask Grandpa, hey Grandpa, what was it like in 1965? Oh, I don't know. I was in Nam. I don't care. And then finally, something that all teens are just dying to know. When the United States astronauts landed on the moon? Now, of course, you can always use Google, or Firefox, or Yahoo, or Bing. I mean, nobody uses Bing anymore, but that doesn't matter. You can look it up, but no. This handy piece of paper, which will become a dinosaur in, let's just say about 15 years, can tell you the joy of books. And now for our final lesson, Central America and the Caribbean. Or is that Caribbean? The only reason I really looked at this is because I thought, hey, maybe it has something about pirates. But, my dismay, nothing about the Pirates of the Caribbean. Really? People need to get their minds out of the gutter. That's what it even means. Canada? Really? Does anyone in California care about Canada other than Canadians who've moved to California? And our final lesson is Washington, D.C. Why would you want to visit it when it shows you pictures and stuff? I mean, once it shows you pictures, it's just like, why would I ever want to go there now? I just seen all the pictures. And of course, everyone cares when the St. Lawrence Seaway allows ships to travel from the Atlantic Ocean to the Great Lakes. Man, that is amazing. And of course, stereotypical Horizons, United States award-winning program, Harcourt, whatever, history. In every single one of theirs, they're like kids from the 80s. There's always a Hispanic girl, a Chinese girl, a white boy, another white boy, and a disabled African-American kid. I may be racist, but I'm a geography teacher, and I know what I'm talking about. So you can trust me, Internet. And that's all for today's lesson, but thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, if you want to learn, just use the Internet. It's a lot easier.